Hello, everyone. Welcome to Beyond Life Paranormal Podcast Sunday Show. We're your hosts, Russell Reynolds Sr. and Jr. And we got a good show tonight. Before we get into the show, we're going to plug a couple events. This event's only a few short weeks away, so come on out to Bordertown Paracon. Free admission. My dad and I present at 20 minutes to 4, 3:40 Central Time. So come on out, check out all the great groups that are going to be out there. We got some good friends that are going to be out there as well. Penn Paranormal, Jason Walker, David Glidden, and a whole other array of teams out there. Some UFO guys, cryptid guys. Our friends Red Dirt Cryptids will be out there. They got some awesome looking Bigfoot casts as well. So come on out, check that one out. And then another convention that's a few short weeks away is Crypticon KC. We will be at Crypticon headlining the Paranormal this year. First ever they're doing the Paranormal. I know the hotel is sold out, so everybody's got to flock over to the Best Western if you're going to get a hotel room for this. I heard the silver package are almost sold out as well. So with that being said, get your tickets fast. They still do honor general admission tickets at the door, but they're a little more. But you can still get in. But VIP gets you in 30 minutes early before general admission, so you get access to all the actors and us paranormal. And we are also on the panel. We speak at 8 p.m. Saturday night and then again at noon Sunday. We are the first to speak Sunday on the panel. We actually open up for the cast for the movie The Munsters that Rob Zombie made. So come on out, say hello. We'll have merch out there, well, stuff for sale. With that being said, our next one will be in September at West Kentucky Paranormal Expo. Our buddy Kent Wilson's Paranormal Expo. They'll have an array of people out there. The headliners are Aaron G. Thompson this year, my buddy Jimmy Ricker and Jeffrey Ward from Outlaw Paranormal, and the Wenda brothers are all headliners this year. My dad and I guest speak out there as well, and our cousin Kathy with Beyond Life Paranormal Research LLC, she'll be there as well. And then after that, we will be at the Rock Island Roadhouse Esoteric Expo in October. Come on out and check that out. That's going to be a good one as well. Last year we had over 2,000 people come through. So, and there will be a haunted museum there this year. David Sloan will be there, the former owner Robert Tadal, and he's bringing Robert's sister with him. So, and you have your chance to hold her. So if you want holy water and cleansings before you go see her, stop by our booth and we'll be happy to do that for you. So that being said, we're going to bring our guests on before we get into the chat. We got psychic medium Rebecca. Get this off here.
Hi, guys.
And then we got Carol Garcia.
Hi.
We got that 2 greatest 6 NUYT. I'm just going home and I'm just trying my luck for ghosts. Okay. Well, then good luck. So, and then hello to all 13 who are watching right now. Thank you for tuning in. So I thought tonight we talk a little bit about Ed and Lorraine Warren and the classes they used to give at the house, which we have a person right here on the podcast that used to go to them, and we'll let her take the lead on it and talk about the classes that they used to give at the house and then the tour of the museum. And then we've got Sally M. 2800. Welcome in. Hey, Gary, welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
So, Rebecca, tell us a little bit about the stuff that they used to do at Ed and Lorraine's house, the classes that Lorraine used to give, and the dinners and the tour of the museum?
So I did the demonology tour back when they did the the Conjuring movie came out and they did the book. So back when Lorraine was still living, I went to that tour to go see Tony into the house, and they did a dinner where everybody talked about the paranormal experiences and about the Warrens cases and the different things that they've experienced and things like that. And they took a tour. We took a tour of the museum, and she showed us Maurice's case, the exorcism of Maurice, on the TV, so that we can understand what happened there in that case. And she showed us quite a few things on the TV from that, and went over the museum. It was pretty interesting. Then we went to the cemetery. Tony took us on a tour in the Stephanie Cemetery and showed us Ed's grave and explained everything.
Awesome. And that I did a podcast episode on that Frenchie, that exorcism that they did on Frenchie.
Mm-hmm.
And I know in the video they were talking about how his eyes were tearing blood and stuff was getting scratched into him, and that exorcism didn't have a very good ending afterwards.
Uh,
I know he went crazy and ended up offing his wife and offing himself.
I was sitting next to Lorraine on the couch watching the exorcism on that tour.
And when they took you down to the museum, Lorraine explained all the objects to you?
Yeah. It was pretty cool.
The Annabelle doll and the Shadow doll and all that?
Yeah, Tony explained quite a bit of this stuff too.
What about the guy who was a werewolf? Is he still alive? I don't think so. I think he's gone now. That was that werewolf case Ed and Lorraine investigated in Connecticut. I don't think he's still alive. I think he's gone now.
That was a really cool tour. I enjoyed that tour. I wish I wasn't sick that night, but I enjoyed that tour.
And I know they used to host him quite frequently, even when Ed was still alive. They would host him at the house and let people go see the museum. Hi, Arizona. Welcome in. I see Kathy's here.
Well, she's not late.
Yeah, she's not late this time. Barbara's here. She says, hi, Russell and Big Daddy. Hi, Carol and Rebecca.
Hi, Barbara.
I feel like Lorraine brought a lot of the warmth to the whole event,
Yeah. I mean, she was a warm, genuine person. I wish I could have met her. But from all the stories I hear about her, that she was a warm, caring person. And
Oh, yeah. I kept telling her, I said, listen, you have no idea how much I really appreciate you. And she kept looking at me, and she patted me, and she said, thank you so much.
yeah, because I mean, they catch a lot of hate. Even back in the day, they would get the arrows slung at them. They still do today, and they're not even here anymore. Hey, Jeanette, welcome in.
Yeah, I remember like the dinner when we had the dinner. She signed the book, and we all got to talk to her for quite a while before we went to go see like the videos and all that.
Mm-hmm. I know Farrah and her late husband Kenneth. They used to go to Ed and Lorraine's house for them get-togethers, dinners, and she told me some stories back then too when they would go there, her and Kenneth, and Kenneth would sit and talk with Ed. And Farrah would sit and talk with Lorraine because Farrah's clairvoyant, kind of like Lorraine is too, as well. And with her being Roman Catholic demonologist.
I remember when I saw Judy, when I went to the VIP Warren's Paracon. One of the things I remember I said to Judy was, I wish I could have talked to your mother and said that, because there's a lot of things I could have told her. And she goes, I know.
And chances are Lorraine already knew it. She probably did. She probably knew already how clairvoyant she was. And from what a lot of the family told me, that she could pick up on somebody. If you were a crappy person, she could tell it.
Some people you need to be very careful around, right?
Yep, she'd tell it. That person's no good. Stay away.
Yeah, you could feel it.
And that's even like the museum. Everybody, who would do the cooking? Gary wants to know.
When I was in the cemetery where Ed and Lorraine were buried, and I caught the blue light, this brilliant blue light on their grave that extended out, and I showed John Zaffis this, and he was amazed at what I had caught that day. I remember I showed Judy, and Judy kept touching the photo, and she said to me, and she turned at me, and she said to me, and she goes, they're touching the light. They're touching the light.
You cut out there.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, you cut out.
Hmm.
You were talking about when Judy was touching the photo.
Oh yeah, she was. She kept saying, "They're touching the light. They're touching the light." And then there was a photo that I had caught, and it was like a kind of looked like a tube, and it came right out of the side where the grandson was buried.
Okay.
And I had that manifestation in one of the photos. And then I got information on the obelisk talking about the exorcisms that took place. And that was coming through at the cemetery.
Okay. Isn't that church where they've done a lot of exorcisms near their grave?
Yeah.
I thought so, and that's probably where you were getting them from, where they did all that church.
Yeah, it kept coming through.
I'm sure Ed and Lorraine brought several people to that church. For
The cemetery that they're in is absolutely beautiful. It's very quaint and quiet, peaceful.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot going on in that cemetery. I kept feeling like portals, and I kept hearing lots of whispers and spirits around me, and sensing high levels of their energy, and lots of things going on.
Yeah, that's where we'll go.
We're going to be going there too as well to visit.
Oh really?
Yep. Yeah. But what got me is, I don't know if you've seen the picture. This was probably just after the house sold. Somebody went up there to Ed and Lorraine's grave and desecrated it and put an Annabelle doll in the plant holder up there.
Oh God.
No, that's terrible.
Out of disrespect.
I know I brought a Archangel Michael candle, and I put it there for them.
Kathy says road trip. Yep, road trip.
My daughter and I did that last year. We did a whole trip for I think it was 7 or 10 days we did it. We went up through New Jersey into New York, into Canada, back down through New York into Connecticut, because I was supposed to meet up with Rebecca, but she was at a wedding that day. So,
oh, okay.
Yeah, so we ended up just investigating ourselves there. And I still haven't gone through any of that evidence yet.
I drank quite a bit that night.
Yeah, and that would not have been good.
No, It's like, oh, hey, Carol, nice to meet you. Oh, yeah.
That's out somewhere.
Let's go and investigate somewhere.
I mean, I'm sure it would have been fun in some ways, but you know.
Gary had a question for you, Rebecca. He wanted to know who would do the cooking.
Well, I don't know. Carol might, but I'd
No,
probably do the
I think you
cooking.
meant at Lorraine's house.
At Lorraine's house, we used to go.
Oh, we went to a Italian restaurant that night. So there was like a dinner where she signed a book, The Demonologist, and
It's probably the one they used to take Annabelle to and do the evening with Annabelle.
yeah, it was a really good Italian restaurant we went to.
Where was that at?
Wait. Did she?
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't near the cemetery, was it?
I'm trying to think if I can remember it.
It was somewhere in Connecticut.
It was really good.
I think that restaurant's closed now. I know they go called Sal's now up there in Connecticut. Because they got a family table there. Because they told us when we come to visit, that's where we're going. They're going to reserve the family table.
Yeah, the place that Amanda and I went, I don't think it would have been big enough for that large of a group. It was right across the street from the cemetery.
Yeah, I don't think that's the place where they did Evening with Annabelle. I'll have to look at.
Yeah, I don't think so. It was small in there. The food was good, though.
Gary had another question. Is the cemetery where the white lady is at, is it still closed?
No. So basically, that cemetery where Ed and Lorraine saw Harriet, that's open. The only thing is they tell you, just like Ed said, just like Lorraine said, don't go there at night. You can get trespassed. You're not supposed to be there at night. Now, I broke the rules of that, didn't get trespassed, and luckily had some experience back then. But, you know, that's the rules with that, basically. But
And
yeah,
Union Cemetery, right?
I'm wondering if you're respectful and you go up to law enforcement and ask them, they may let you.
I wonder too. That's a good point.
I know Missouri here, I can go up to the sheriff's department, say, hey, I want to go out to Jones Cemetery or I want to go out to Slagle's, and they'll tell me, go ahead, have fun, just call us if you need us, if you're running into any problems out there.
That's good.
Yeah, that's a good point. I feel like I'd go with you know, a group of people if they let us. I wouldn't mind doing that again.
Jeanette asked, what restaurant was it they went to and dimes got thrown at them? I'd asked Judy if they were old dimes, but she didn't know.
I don't know.
And Arizona says it was the Carousel House where they had the classes.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's closed now. I think the Carousel House is closed now, I believe.
Also, the white lady, she's also been seen at Stephanie.
Okay. I remember a video of Tony talking about the white lady where Ed had camped out there
Oh yeah.
to get the video of the white lady.
This is why I wish I could talk to Ed about all this because of, you know, my connection to her and what I've seen.
Arizona says, yeah, it's closed and still is haunted.
The white lady has appeared in my dream in a veil walking across real fast.
And they got like a replica of her in the Warren's Occult Museum. She's in like a white wedding dress.
Oh yeah.
Because I've got a picture of her, of the statue of her, and then they've got the witch.
There's so many of those sightings, though, in so many different states.
Yeah, I mean, Missouri here too. She's spotted in St. Louis quite a bit.
I wonder if there's multiple spirits that are in white. Because they used to bury people in certain clothing, right?
Yep.
So,
Granzer says, kill the brain and you kill the ghoul. Sheriff McLeland, Night of the Living Dead, 1968.
She came
Good
through
movie.
quite a bit in that cemetery.
That was a good movie.
They probably did. They heard.
What's nice is that they place coins and stuff for her in that cemetery out of respect. And they do a bunch of stuff like they've left her a lot of stuff.
Arizona says it was in Seymour, Connecticut, near them. Didn't they investigate? I think they investigated a vampire case as well, too, I believe.
Oh.
I know there's a vampire buried up in Rhode Island because Keith and Carl told me about it.
Well, I remember they had that one vampire coffin in the museum,
Mm-hmm.
in the Warrens Museum. I don't know if that relates to it.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't know,
what
or
did-
that was given to them. I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Because I think they said like a real vampire lived in the coffin or something.
And like I said, there's one buried up in Rhode Island, is what my cousins Keith and Carl told me.
Hmm.
Because they told me when we come visit, they were going to take me to the gravesite of that vampire.
As long as they're not flying outside the house while I'm drinking OJ, that'd be good.
Right. Gary says, Granzer, I don't watch zombie movies. You should
But
know
al-
that,
We're
Granzer. He
always
doesn't
Walking Dead.
work. They have one vampire cemetery in Jewett City, Connecticut.
Yes, there's a well. See, I don't know. They have that is a vampire case, but one thing that I believe a long time ago, centuries ago, people believed that they were vampires when a lot of it was consumption. And when people saw blood out of their mouth, they would assume that they were vampires.
Right.
Just like people would assume that people were witches that basically were just helping other people.
Yep.
And a lot of them were not always witches.
Well, that's like the one guy here in Missouri, Nate. He was a black man, and he was accused of practicing voodoo and witchcraft. So the locals got tired of it and got word of it, and they drug him out of his cabin and hung him out in the middle of the road above a bridge as a warning to anybody that came in that wanted to practice that stuff. And
See,
that back then,
it
there was racism in that town as well because the Klan was big in that town.
Oh, the KKK?
Yep.
It's crazy because there's so much ignorance because people think that when they hear witchcraft, it's negative. No, it's not. What makes it negative is the ignorance from people that think it's negative. Anything can be negative when you put something negative into it. But when you truly understand that it's actually a positive practice and that it's about the earth and it's healing, then maybe they'll look at it differently and not from a perspective of ignorance and people that just say things based off of what family members tell them or
Mhm.
somebody else has told them, and understand that there are several different beliefs and practices, and there's a lot of learning that can be done from learning different things.
Right. Kathy says you have to be talking about my hometown. Yeah, I was. Granzer says internet dropped. I swear I hate this internet company. Jeanette says, I've seen 2 vampires in my life. I was 3 and 8. First one at 3 was nice. The one I seen when I was 8 tried to get me, but disappeared. He was scary, too much to type, but I wasn't dreaming.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sure they can come to you in dreams just like spirits do.
Mm-hmm.
there's people that consider themselves vampires that I guess get all kinds of work with their teeth, and there's
Oh yeah,
people-
I've seen them at several different conventions. They'll show up and their teeth are pointed like vampires, and they're dressed all gothy and
It must,
Well,
must
there's
make it easy to chew chicken better.
I can't remember the person's name that lives in Louisiana that actually is.
yeah, I know who
He
you
does
yep,
drink blood,
Don
Yep.
Henry.
Yeah, Don Henry.
and yeah, he has to have that because of something with his with an illness,
Yeah, he's got some type of illness for it that he has to drink blood.
and he has specific people that have been typed and that he uses their blood from.
I know that Michelle Belanger has did a music video with him before, and she knew him very well.
Gary says Mercy Brown was the vampire.
Yes. I wonder if when they saw her, they said "Mercy on me." I'm just kidding.
Right? And I mean, Ed and Lorraine, they had quite a few big cases
Mm.
they worked on. A lot of people think that from The Conjuring 2 over in England, the Enfield poltergeist was Ed and Lorraine's case when it wasn't. Everybody interprets it's Ed and Lorraine's, but they were just assisting on that.
Right. What I liked is that they used what was available to them. They didn't go out there and try to get anything fancy.
No,
They used what they had and you
Yep.
know they
they
came
did
in
the
and
best
did
they
their part.
could. Granzer asked question, anyone ever see a podcast where they had a vampire as a guest?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Didn't Brandon have him on his show too?
Brandon and Jennifer, yeah.
Yeah, Jennifer did too. Yep.
Yeah, because they're going to be doing the Paracon there, and she's friends with a lot of people in New Orleans, so she lives there, so she's very close to a lot of the people. And
Yeah,
she did. I can't remember. Do you remember his name?
No,
It
it's been a
wasn't
while.
Father Sebastian, right?
that was
May have been.
I can't remember.
Petra and I went to Mercy Brown's grave. She was very chatty and sweet.
oh
Hot water heater. We got a noise from the basement.
Yeah.
My hot water heater kicked on.
I know New
I
Orleans
keep hearing someone behind me.
has quite a bit of that. I know in Salem too. They do some like vampire like
That's
stuff
your
too.
vampire. Carol.
No, Rebecca, yesterday, as I was talking with Rebecca, she thought my husband was in the room in the kitchen with me, but he had already left for work.
I
She
said, well,
saw a
there's
male standing in there behind me. I keep feeling it behind someone. It's not my husband, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's your vampire
a.
doing your cooking for you.
That's kind of funny that you say that because I keep getting little bite marks on my arms.
There you
They
go.
look like little teeth.
Yeah, see?
Guest 19283 YB. These woods I grew up in Kentucky got some crazy stuff happening. Oh yeah, Kentucky's loaded with that crazy stuff. I mean, you've got Fort Duffield in Kentucky, and you've got the Ditto House. Fort Duffield's between the Civil War.
Isn't
they've
that
got- That's Pac-Man Paranormal's place,
okay?
Fort Duffield, and I mean they do a trifecta investigation there every year. Get Haunted does, and that they do cryptid, paranormal, and Bigfoot all in one. They've got it all out there at Fort Duffield.
Isn't Kentucky where Hellier was filmed also?
Mm-hmm.
With the little guys coming out of the mines.
Oh, nice. Kathy says my head is done.
Is it?
Yep.
Wow.
When this thing is done, and it's painted, I'll take a picture of it for you.
What did you make?
I'll tell you backstage. It's going to be
Oh,
a
okay.
surprise for Crypticon.
Oh, okay.
The one head didn't turn out good. The top of it. We're
You
turning
got to
it.
redo it.
She's
Oh.
turning that one into a planter.
That's a good idea.
So hollow the
That
top
way you don't
part of
waste
it
any
out.
product.
Yep. Just as I've got so many stories growing up. And then you got the Kentucky's most haunted house, the Ditto House out there that's owned by Denise and Ernie Pack. My friend Brian Peony, he spent several weeks in there writing a book on that place
Oh, really?
and the hauntings, and he experienced quite a bit on there.
At their home?
Yep.
Well,
Which people have to go back to the past episodes and find that one. He talks about the book he wrote in there in the Ditto House.
There's
And-
so many places that have so many spirits in them.
mhm.
I
And I
think
mean
it's
that-
becoming more and more now.
That's part of the Appalachian too. So Kentucky is so how much strange stuff there. Drax says he doesn't say blah blah blah. Hotel trans. Yeah, that's a good one. We actually get to open up Sunday on the panel for the cast of the Munsters movie that Rob Zombie made.
When is that coming out?
That's out.
It's an older one?
Yeah, the older Munsters movie that Rob Zombie redid.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Richard Brake stars in it.
I'll have to look it up.
Has anyone been to the Lizzie Borden house?
Yes.
I haven't, even though we're related to her. We haven't been there yet, but
We're gonna go there.
we'll probably stop in there and check it out.
Yeah. Say hi to her. You know.
But I know she does not like to be called Lizzie. And if you bring up the murders to her, she will not talk to you. If you have a normal conversation with her, she'll communicate with you. And that Baltrusis was telling me about that. One day, when allowed, I can join and get y'all's opinion on my experiences. I was born and raised in the middle of the Appalachian Hills. How about I'll send you my email. Email me, and we'll get it scheduled, and we'll get you on the show with all of us.
Mhm.
And let you tell your experiences.
I love hearing people's experiences and
So do
stories.
I.
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
Oh, Carol, try to get Barbara on the show.
I think she's watching tonight.
No, I mean like you are.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
she's watching.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know. We'd like to get her on. I know she's watching.
Yeah.
I want to talk to her about her crystals and stuff. You know,
About her what?
the crystal.
Oh, her crystals. Oh my gosh, yes.
Who was
She
that?
loves crystals. Rebecca has quite a few crystals too.
Yeah.
Rebecca has a lot of everything.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Petra
Who, me?
Oh my
Petra and-
gosh. Yes.
Yeah, she's got the diamond rings in her ears.
Jeanette stayed at the Lizzie Borden house, her and Petra. Arizona been to the Lizzie Borden house. Petra and I stayed the night after we stayed at the Conjuring house.
It's funny because Carol will show me some of her stuff, and I'll be like, "Wait, that's not all." And then Carol will show me all her oracle cards and stuff, and she'll be like,
She's probably got a suitcase full.
I have 70 decks.
"What?"
I
Oh,
do,
there-
yeah.
Arizona says the new owners, yeah, I know who the new owners are. They actually bought a place out here in Kansas too, and I've been reading nothing but negative stuff about them.
Yeah.
of the way they're acting and the way they're acting, the former owners of locations. It's disrespectful. They actually just bought the McIntyre Villa here in Atchison,
Oh, okay.
and they've been blaming Stephanie for a bunch of junk. Which, if you've met Stephanie in person, Stephanie, kind, caring person, give the shirt off her back. She's a little crazy, but she's
Aren't we
an
all?
awesome person. We were at a Paracon together, and that's when I met Stephanie for the first time in person. I mean, she made sure everybody was taken care of that came to the McIntyre Villa, and the new owners are just they blocked her from everything. They're putting out false history on the location.
Oh, that's terrible.
And
She was there for a long time, right?
Over 5 years.
Yeah.
And some of the bookings that she still had people booked for, now they're not honoring them if they don't have any valid information that they booked with Stephanie. So they're not going to be booked. They're going to be canceled. So they paid all this money, and if they don't have any validation that they booked, they're not going to be honored.
That's terrible.
Who's that?
The new owners of the McIntyre Villa.
Oh.
That's why we'll never go there.
No.
They're the ones that own Lizzie Borden House too. That's turning it into a tourist attraction.
No.
Yeah, it changed quite a bit.
I haven't been nowhere really other than I broke into the Fairfield Asylum in Connecticut.
Who's that?
Kathy, I remember her telling me that. She
Oh,
Is that you went there too, Rebecca, right?
The Fairfield Asylum? No.
Yeah. Oh no.
But Kathy did.
Kathy did.
I tried to, but I didn't get to go in.
That's the one
Yeah.
near the beach, right?
No.
Oh.
Sad for Miss
Mrs.
Borden. And guest, here's my email. Just shoot me an email and we'll get you scheduled to come on the show on a Sunday with all of us. And you can tell us your story.
and Barbara.
Barbara, I'm definitely here.
Hi, Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
On.
We're going to get you on the show too with us, Barbara, on a Sunday night. She's at the Maplecroft house. She's happy there. That's what Baltrusis told me too. She's over there. And that's where they talk to her more, is over there. She needs more, Carol.
Who needs more? Oh,
Must
Rebecca
be-
needs more?
Rebecca needs more. Arizona says, don't waste your time and money on the Lizzie Borden house. I had a guy reach out to us about he was going to shoot a documentary there. I wanted us to appear in his film because we're related to her.
Uh-huh.
And we said we couldn't do it because it was too short notice and we were booked. And then he ended up not going, I saw.
I know Sam told me he was writing a book on Lizzie Borden.
Yeah, he did. He did write a book on her.
Oh, tell Carol.
I think it's out. It's published already.
Yeah, we're in a magazine, Carol.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, if you look up Voyeur KC and look up my name, we're back in a magazine again.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And the magazine wants to make us a plaque for our article.
That's nice.
Yeah, the Beyond Life Paranormal Research LLC's in it. And that one for the business part of it.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So I'm in 2 Voyeur magazines. The first one is just a standard article of mine. And then I just did an interview with Voyeur KC.
That's
Yep.
wonderful. I really like that.
Kathy says, went all through except the morgue and got into the tunnels, and I got the feeling so heavy I had to get out.
Oh boy.
Annette says there was a clear pic of an axe on Petra's side of the bed. We had some activity and seen orbs, but nothing scary. Arizona says nice. All right, yeah, Jeanette, I'd like to see that. Send that to me. But yeah, even Sam was telling me don't even waste your time on Lizzie Borden's house.
Yeah, it changed so much. I went before the new owners when I went.
I remember when Taps was up there and they investigated it.
That was a while ago, right?
Yeah, that was years ago. I was still
Yeah.
back east when they investigated that. Because they brought in some luminol and they went down to the basement and they sprayed the ceiling, and you could see where all the blood had soaked through the wood down to the basement.
It was never removed?
Yeah. They just cleaned it up. That's all they did. They never ripped the floor up. So it's down in between the floorboards.
Ugh. That's just as bad as being in a morgue. You know?
Yeah.
Well, that
If you watch my live from Mortuary Manor, where I showed you all them blood spots
yeah. There was a lot in there.
with my black light, and there even the
Mhm.
bucket still had, and the table still had dry blood on them, and somebody laid on that table that had dry blood on it.
No. That's not good.
And yeah,
No.
you don't want to lay anywhere where there's dry blood.
Yeah,
No.
no.
If you have an open cut and that gets in that,
Not even that. You kick a flake of that off into the air and inhale it in your nose.
yeah.
That's bad for you. That's hepatitis.
Mhm.
Yeah. People need to be careful when they do.
Soaks into the wood or floor. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I mean, Jenny Wade house, where she had been shot and they carried her up those stairs, you can actually still see the blood
Yes.
going up the stairs.
I remember seeing that when we were there.
I took a picture of it when I was there.
I'd have to look back and see if we have it.
Let's get back to Edna Rain.
The chemicals could get you sick. Yeah.
That's why when crews
They
go in
do.
to clean up any homes that have had things happen in them, they wear a full suit.
Yep.
You don't want to get that in your breathe it in or get it on you.
Right.
Oh, Night to Hunted, welcome. He's new here.
Hi.
Thank you for tuning
Hello.
in. I'll find my pics and share them with you. They had done a ton of lobotomies. May have that spelled wrong.
Now we'll say it again about Edna Rain's house and a museum.
I know.
All right,
Well, I got to go through comments too.
I know, but say it
Yeah. Your dad's like looking at Ellie.
so people understand it.
So people want to know our side on Ed and Lorraine's house of Matt Rife and Elton. We're not against Matt Rife or Elton. I mean, I'll admit I was skeptical at first because I've watched Elton on YouTube. I've seen how he presented himself, but we're not against them buying the property or against Tony and Judy selling it. They had to do what they had to do. I mean, they couldn't afford it. If if you own your own house and property taxes, especially back east, you'll know why.
Yeah.
It's expensive. And I mean, the stuff they did to that house, fixing it up, I give them kudos. That's an awesome job preserving that house the way they did. And I'm sure Ed and Lorraine are proud of them fixing up the house.
Property taxes in this tri-state area are very high.
And we're not against the sale of it. I mean, it's another step in the Warrens' legacy, keeping their name alive. Same with the Warrens Occult Museum. I mean, it's still keeping it out there. People can still see it and still learn about it. I mean, Nesper's still fully involved in it all. I mean, Wade is a ball full of knowledge. I mean, he worked with the Warrens since the 80s, so he knows a lot about that museum.
Does he
He
go
was-
over to the museum in Salem?
Yeah, he'll be going to the
Yeah.
museum in Salem too, and
Father Bob. Too.
Father Bob. Nate to Haunted asks, I'm curious y'all's thoughts on Dr. Greer said that a lot of the paranormal we experience is actually ETs.
There are many here.
Gray Hellier. That is true. There is some that we do.
We've probably all come into contact with at least 2 or 3 in our lifetime so far.
Rusty, how are you? You mean Russell? How we're related to Lizzie Borden? We're cousins. They're married into the Reynolds side of the family and the Wheelers, which are also our cousins.
Yeah, and I carry an axe too.
So that's how we're related to Lizzie Borden. My cousin Dawn is also related to Lizzie Borden, who is also my double cousin because she's related to me on my mom's side too. So that's how we're related to Lizzie. But I mean, the museum going to Salem, that's awesome that they're doing that. And I know they're building a new museum. They haven't disclosed the location yet or any details yet for all the objects, so you can actually go visit it. And it's supposed to be within driving distance of the Warrens' house.
And that'll still be, the protections and everything will still be
Yep,
put on.
Father
the
Bob
objects
will
and
still be
everything.
going there blessing everything.
good.
Like Wade told me, everything's got to be spiritually cleansed and blessed, the building. And that's what they're in the process of doing now up there in Salem.
That's good.
I honestly find Greer incredible.
I've watched a lot of his stuff.
So you're related to Seth.
Hmm.
Seth, what's his last name? We've got so many family, it's hard to keep track of who is who. Because our family's the founder of Rhode Island. They're the first settlers in Rhode Island. They were pilgrims. So the whole Reynolds side, the Kenyans, the Greens, they were all over New York, Rhode Island. Oh, Seth Borden. Yep. Yep. We're related to Seth, Albert Borden. That's where our tie comes into, is to Albert, which was Lizzie's grandfather. And then it would be on Lizzie's father's side who were related because she had no kids. That would be an expensive building if it's in Connecticut. Yeah, it's going to be. I know Elton and Matt are taking care of everything, and so is Tony, big part of it. He was the one that was with Sam and Kobe and Josh. Okay, I'll have to check that video out. Taxes alone, yeah, taxes are expensive in Connecticut. I was looking at it, and that's why Tony and Judy had to sell the house. I mean, that was in talks in April before Dan even passed away.
They couldn't do both.
And they couldn't manage.
Do you know what the taxes were?
They were well over $3 or $4 on that house. And I mean, Dan was in talks with it before he even passed away on that house on doing it because Tony and Judy got their own house. They couldn't afford to keep the upkeep on Lorraine's and their own house as well.
It needed work.
And Ed and Lorraine's house needed work. I mean, if you watch some of the Elton's videos where he was walking through and showed Lorraine's office was underwater, it was leaking pretty bad. There was mold
But it's all cleaned up now.
and I mean, they cleaned it up really good. Seth, unfortunately, was caught on video being very rude. Oh, wow.
Ooh,
Our cousin Seth Borden.
yeah,
I've never met him, so
nah.
that's why I didn't recognize his name at first, because we've never met him. I think you had family in St. Augustine, Florida. All the brick roads, including the one I was on at St. Francis Inn, said Reynolds on all the bricks.
Yeah.
Hey, SNX Radio, welcome in. That's my friend Coley.
Yeah.
Hey, holler at me and we'll get something scheduled on that one episode you want to do. And I'll get it scheduled with Farah so we can get that episode done for you. But yeah, I mean, I've got another cousin up there in Rhode Island that's also related to Lizzie Borden. She's a gifted medium, my cousin Claudia. So I've learned some of the family secrets on Lizzie Borden from her because she communicates with her.
That's good.
She does spirit box sessions with her. That's who told me about it too, about not calling her Lizzie. She likes to be called Eliza. I wonder if Elton is going to get the Conjuring house or is it going to be Jason Hawes?
I think Jason already has it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Saw you live and dropped in. Thank you. I appreciate you dropping in. GC, nice bumping into you.
Jason's got it.
Yeah, Jason's got the deed from what I saw.
Yeah, he's got it.
But nothing's still set in stone yet.
Oh.
Jason posted that. Nothing's still set in stone yet. But Jason owns the deed to the house, so that kind of makes him the owner of the house. Yeah, see, everybody's saying Jason owns it now.
Yeah, he owns it.
Yeah, I thought I saw a post on that.
And boy, she's happy.
Which I'm glad that Jason did get it. I mean, no offense to Matt Rife and Elton, but for Andrea, I mean, that lady's battling cancer. Now, if it's her time to go, she can go at peace knowing that the farm is in good hands.
She wanted it to go to him.
Yep. I mean, she's a very nice lady. I got to meet her in person. We both did. And she was told that she wouldn't even be here last year, Halloween.
Oh, really?
And she was here, and then she pleaded to Jason about the Conjuring house.
Right.
And I mean, I've always supported Jason Hawes.
Right.
Since his TAPS days. I thought he was a credible investigator. And
yeah.
That was the first time we met John Zappas.
Yeah. It was
Same time.
Medicon out here in Missouri. They were out here.
Yeah.
There was friends of ours that was putting that on, and they're out of business now. Their partnership split up. They only did that one big one, Medicon, with the celebrities, and that was it. I'm glad Matt Rife scares me with the level. He is out of his scope. That's true. He's a comedian. I mean, I haven't met him in person to judge him. I haven't met Elton in person, but I've talked to Ginger quite a bit, Elton's wife, and
we're going to meet.
I told him I look forward to meeting him whenever we go back. And
are you going there when you go to Gettysburg?
we're not going to Gettysburg this year. We haven't. We were waiting to hear back on Parajam, but they never reached out back to us. So I met Andrea. I needed out so bad. I read her books, House of Darkness, House of Light. We took pics and got her to sign my books. Russell, is that your pops with you? Yep, that's my dad with me. They too haunted.
Yeah.
Russell has some amazing connections and brings it every time he comes on. Thank you, Chloe. I appreciate that. We have heard all about him.
Who?
Me.
You?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Mhm.
supposed to be on her show with me.
I
So,
can't wait.
but yeah, I mean, I notice Elton's more involved in with the house and museum, and I've been seeing videos and how he's more serious about the preserving Ed and Lorraine, and he's been serious about it. I mean, if you remember when Overnight tried to go to the museum several times to investigate, they were told no. Tony kept telling them, "You're not ready."
Hmm.
Jeanette asks, "Are you wearing?"
No,
Gary says, "I'm related to General Lee and Jefferson Davis." That's actually pretty cool, Gary.
I better start wearing it. Huh?
Nat2 Haunted says, "Hey, Russell's Pops.
How you doing?
Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and repeat."
Yeah.
But, I mean, they were told no for this 3 times they've asked because Tony said they weren't ready. And by how they were acting in their videos and stuff fooling around, that I could see why. Because at
Yeah.
museum, you got to be very serious when you go in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're not, you're going to get yourself hurt pretty bad,
Mm-hmm.
or you're going to bring home something with you.
Yes, and you
When
don't want to do that.
They finally got to go there. Arnie Johnson was there, and Arnie Johnson had a little talk with him about how he challenged the demonic and the demonic won, and he ended up murdering somebody because he provoked it and challenged it to take him instead. So, and I found out that their footage from the first time they were there, they were on their way back to California, and they were reviewing it on the way. There was nothing there. All their footage had been deleted.
Wow.
And that's the same night that Dan moved Annabelle to her new case. Was when they were there. That's the video that you see on that floats around, that little clip. That's filmed from Overnight Paranormal.
Oh, okay.
And those guys of Dan moving Annabelle, and that was the only time that he moved her from the case because the case she was in was falling apart, and he had built the new one for her.
He had a heart problem.
And everybody blaming Annabelle for killing Dan. And now there's more things surfacing. Them articles are resurfacing again about Dan Rivera.
They don't let it go.
When it happened last year and it had nothing to do with Annabelle. And I see several of the comments in there, "Oh, you mess around with Annabelle, that's what you get."
That's kind of nasty.
Very.
You don't get me, Carol.
Yeah, and that too, a lot of people are skeptic on Annabelle
Yeah.
until you experience her.
You don't.
There is so much pieces in that museum that
Okay.
you don't want to mess with.
This is what gets me. They talk about Annabelle. Oh, you see what you get if you mess with them? With Annabelle? They come out, oh, Annabelle ain't true. She's nothing.
There's people
You
that
see,
that have
it's all mixed.
never experienced her, that shoot their mouth off about Annabelle, that's never experienced her
It's
and
all-
what she can do.
Yeah, it's all mixed. You know, one person they're saying, "Oh, she's fake," and the other one's, "Oh, don't, charge at her or this and that because things will happen." Right? So which way?
Thank you, Cully.
You see? So they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, that too. There's nothing wrong with that. He says, "I'm not closed-minded, though." Yeah, I mean, keep an open mind to her.
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying every time you go there you're going to experience something with
No,
Annabelle, but
no.
if you challenge Annabelle,
Don't
Annabelle will
feel
challenge back.
Yep.
That doll is no joke.
Exactly.
I talked to Wade shortly after she was at Pennhurst, and they will not play this audio because of how derogatory and nasty it is. They recorded audio coming from Annabelle when Wade was he was basically blowing frankincense and myrrh in there and stuff to put her back to sleep for the ride back. And they were getting some audio from Annabelle of screams and demonic chanting and threats and
It's nothing to play with.
no.
Right.
People, I think, honestly, I think people think it's not real.
A rain never owed Annabelle at all. So everybody is saying that. She never owed Annabelle. It was what? Another doll.
Yeah, that was a prop doll that Ed and Lorraine had.
Right.
And even Rick Clark confirmed it too later in the years that they had a prop doll of Annabelle because Lorraine would never hold that doll.
No.
If you watch past interviews, she says, I'll never hold that doll. I won't even look at that doll. She doesn't like that doll.
Yeah.
And everybody's saying, oh, that's Annabelle she's holding. No, it's not.
No,
It's a
no.
prop doll that Ed and Lorraine had for the media.
And they still got that doll.
Yeah, they still have it. And Rick Clark's got one as well. Hey, Christy, welcome in. But they're so quick to pass the blame on Annabelle for everything. Oh, Annabelle burned down this. Annabelle escaped.
We got one of Annabelle doll.
Matter of fact,
It's down here.
I got it.
There's so many different pieces in that museum that
Hey, Harry, you want to see Annabelle
there's
doll?
so much negative.
There you go. Right here. See? There you go.
I remember having one when I was little.
I got my own Annabelle.
I had one too.
And we take this everywhere
She
we
goes
go.
to shows with me.
So, and you know,
Do you remember when the graveyard was found at the Conjuring House due to a spirit box? Yeah, I do remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Lorraine would be turning in her grave.
yeah,
Real Annabelle is a Raggedy Ann. Yep. Annabelle Higgins is only 12 years old. Yep. And a lot of people say that Ed and Lorraine made that story up from a Twilight Zone episode because there was a Twilight Zone episode with Annabelle. And they're trying to say that's the same. Ed and Lorraine took that story and put it into the doll.
no.
People will come up with some crazy things.
I've got a haunted 3-foot Raggedy Ann.
No thanks.
Amber's got one. She was live on Facebook the other day, and she was sitting there. That doll, I was watching it, and you could feel the energy coming off of it, and that doll started moving its head.
Well, it's just like the ones we got in the museum.
Yeah, it's like the ones we in the museum that are in the doll room.
I'm sitting in the chair, and the thing's watching me. Yeah, I had heads moving back and forth. I mean, these things were bad, and they're from way, way back.
Grandson should have more respect in the legacy of his grandparents. I'm not going to disagree with you, Christy, on that.
No.
I will not disagree with you on that.
No.
On Chris, he is my cousin, but Chris and I, we've had our differences as well. So, Chris McKinnell.
No.
I mean, the guy, in a way, he's a nice guy. I've talked to him several times, but I'm not going to bash him.
No, we don't bash nobody.
I mean, he believes in what he does, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when you're talking about family and stuff like that, that doesn't work. All us family need to stick together, not divided, and that's what it is. It's a division.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no say on why with the house they didn't. He's mad because they didn't consult him on the house. That is none of my business.
No, it's not.
That's between him, Tony, and Judy. And I mean, he doesn't care for me because I'm friends with Nesper because of family. But I have nothing against him as well. I mean, he's doing the Warren's Legacy Foundation, and that's good and well. And how that story was disproved and supposed. Yeah, exactly. No disrespect to you, mate, at all. No, there's no disrespect to me, Christy. I'm not bashing him either. Just what he shows us isn't right in our eyes. No, there's some of his facts that are not accurate. Yeah, it's sad to see the household, but it's another step in the Warren's legacy to keep their name alive. It's to keep the legacy alive. I mean, Tony and Judy aren't young anymore. I mean, Tony's in his 70s, Judy's in her 80s. I mean, they had to do something with the house.
Well, put it this way.
And Matt and Elton got the money to do the repairs and fix it up the way they did and stuff like that.
If we knew it was for sale, we would have went for it and kept it in the family.
Yeah, I mean, if we knew it was up for sale, we probably would have went out and bought it too as well and
Kept it in the family.
kept it in the family. But I mean, this was all in the works since April with Dan Rivera and stuff like that. And Dan was still going to be fully involved if he didn't pass away.
But it's still in the family.
And it's still in the family. Nesper's still fully involved. Tony's still fully involved.
Yeah.
Judy's still involved.
So it ain't going nowhere.
I've felt for you all along in your situation. Amen, mate. Judy's a beautiful soul. Yeah, she is. Yeah, and that too. It's false positives. You're exactly right.
They want to buy bracelets from them. You tell it.
Yeah, if you guys want to buy bracelets, the Warren's bracelets, reach out to Nesper. Judy makes them and sells them.
And the money goes to
The money goes to help animals, the Lorraine Warren Animal Foundation. Because Lorraine was a big animal lover.
That's nice.
Keep it in the family and grow it, my friend. Yep, that's what's going on with the new museum. It's not staying in Salem. It's only there from August through October. And then they're hoping by then the new museum will be built that they're moving everything to. But from what I heard, they're still going to leave a few things at the house.
Yeah.
So you can still experience it at the house if you don't want to go up to the museum. For now. And then eventually everything will be moved to the new museum to push everybody up there as well.
They're doing investigations in the home, right?
Yep, you can rent it as an Airbnb. Yeah, it's a little expensive because the only reason why it's expensive is because of the museum downstairs. Once the museum, he said once the objects are moved, then the price will come down on the house. Open Warren Museum in us. And but I mean, there's people that go there and challenge.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're trying to prove to themselves, calling out Ed and Lorraine and challenging that stuff, trying to be the next one to try to say the Warrens are frauds and debunk the museum.
Right, whatever they can get attention on, or
Get
try to
their
make.
views from.
Yeah,
I tell them good luck.
because no matter what you do, if you touch anything there or if you challenge anything, you could
Right.
face serious medical issues and other things could be occurring.
Yep.
And you
Right.
don't want that kind of karma on your behalf.
Natu's asking why move the objects. So they're moving them so they can be in an more open area that you can get more history on them. Right now in that museum, they got over 700 pieces clammed together on shelves and of the stuff that came over the years, not just Ed and Lorraine collected, Nesper collected, Tony and them have gotten from people over the years. And
Well, the only way that you can really view them is if you stay at the B&B, right?
yep,
And with it being separated from the house, at least there's more advantage of people seeing it.
yep. And from what Elton said, that the museum will be included in your stay at the Warrens house. The new museum will be.
And this will be the first time we ever been in there. When we go.
Yep. What's the name of the man they helped that was possessed and had his mouth shut, his mouth down, shut, etc.?
Oh,
That sounds like the Frenchie case.
yeah, that's the Frenchie.
That sounds like Frenchie. Because he kept his mouth down, his mouth was down, his head was kind of down, and he just had that blank stare. And yeah, the monkey in the Conjuring movie was one of the real objects from the museum. Yeah. That little monkey with the symbols that went like this at the end of the Conjuring movie, that's one of the real artifacts from the museum.
That monkey is creepy.
Yeah. And then, the one in Conjuring 2, the Enfield one, remember the thing that spun around that played the Slender Man? Not what the heck was that? Can't think of that nursery rhyme that was over in England. That one, that's from the museum as well. They have that too.
I can't think of it.
The Crooked Man. It played the Crooked Man nursery rhyme.
Oh, yeah.
That's also from the Warrens Occult Museum. What are they doing about the Warrens' legacy? Are you talking about the Warrens Legacy Foundation? That's ran by their grandson, Chris McKinnell. That has no association with Nesper. That is a whole different outfit.
Yeah.
And I know Chris is down in South America. He's down in Paraguay, South America.
Mm-hmm.
He does a lot of stuff down there. I saw he's getting ready to travel overseas to Europe.
Yeah, we talk.
If you want to learn about the Warrens Legacy Foundation, zoom back on my YouTube channel. My very first guest was Chris, my cousin Chris. Okay, come on. StreamYard, work right. The man was creepy as if Ed and Lorraine went in with no fear at all. And I believe the grandson was in on that case as well with Frenchie. He was assisting the bishop on that exorcism with Ed and Lorraine.
Well, little tapes.
Ring around the rosy. I remember that old nursery rhyme. So what happened with all Ed's findings and files? Nesper still got them. They're still in Ed's office in the museum. I mean, there's boxes. I would love to just sit in Ed's office for days and just look at their stuff and their evidence. You can go on Nesper's website. They've got case files on there that you can view. The Amityville, the werewolf case, the haunting in Connecticut case, the Smurls. I think the other one, the Lindley Street house in Connecticut.
Yep.
That one's in there as well.
Oh, look at that. Look at the one.
The haunting in
Very small
Connecticut
looking
case
house.
was sad.
Shoot, I'm sorry. Hello, Rebecca and Carol.
Yeah.
Hi.
Look at the one.
Yeah, Jeanette, that would be a blast to listen to the old recordings and the files.
What's the house John Zappis did?
That's the Snedeker house,
Yeah.
the haunting in Connecticut.
And he went to try to go down the basement.
No, he was up.
Wasn't it?
A haunting kind of, that TV show, the haunting kind of added a little more to it. But
Mm-hmm.
John Zaffis was up one night doing notes and stuff and
Oh,
kind of got this feeling. And he walked towards the basement and he seen something.
went
And John and I
down.
talked about this. And he packed up his stuff and left, and he said he would not talk to anybody for weeks. He told Ed and Lorraine he's got to go.
That was
He would not talk to the bishop for a while, and then he finally spoke out on what it was, and it scared him. John said that thing scared me.
It was in his house?
No, it was at the Haunting in Connecticut house.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because that was a funeral home before.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a funeral home.
Yeah, there was something not nice down in that basement.
Christy, no, Frenchie did not survive. Shortly after the exorcism, he offed his wife and then offed himself. If you are ever in Oregon, I know some great locations. Yeah, we may be coming to Oregon eventually here with Cold Spotters. I know Amanda's been talking about doing a road trip, Cold Spotters road trip in
Wow.
Oregon.
She wants to meet us so bad.
So I told her to let me know and get it, but she's filming right now. She's filming a TV show.
I'm going to the Stanley. We're leaving on August 2nd, Colorado.
Wow.
Oh my God, what the F, mate? I want to go back to the 1771 house, aka Enfield Demon House. 4 days wasn't enough in Connecticut. That's the Yaples house in Connecticut.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Brandon, welcome in.
Oh, he's
Hi,
there.
Brandon.
Another mother,
All right.
our shaman.
Making money.
I know some great locations. Christy, what do you mean? What the F, mate? The Enfield Demon is attached to the grandfather clock. Huh. Are you talking about the one in the Enfield Poltergeist in England? Gary says you said there's a grandson buried with the Warrens. Yeah, there's one of the grandkids are buried up.
Yeah. And I think for a few minutes.
Enjoy Carol when you're there.
Thank you.
Oh, about Frenchie? Oh, okay. Yeah, that exorcism didn't go very well. Brandon says, unfortunately, demons are not and cannot be attached to objects.
How right he is.
Yep. They manipulate energy into them
Tell him I've seen one face to face.
and use it as a vessel.
Tell him. Huh? Tell him. I faced one.
Yeah, Christy, yeah, that wasn't a good exorcism. That man ended up offing himself and his wife as well. Some said he just went crazy after the exorcism he had, and that was it. Gary says, you said there's a grandson buried with Ed and Lorraine. Who was he and what happened to him? That's part of the family history I don't know about.
Yeah.
I can't even remember the name.
Yeah, that's part of the history I don't know about. I've never brought it up because I figured it was something touchy. and I didn't want to rekindle old memories or anything
No.
like that. So, but yeah, there is a grandson buried with Ed and Lorraine.
Yep.
When we go to the cemetery, we'll know more.
Yeah, I don't
He's
know.
on the side.
I don't know who the father is of it. I know Judy's mom, but that's about it. That's all I know about it. Jeanette says, I'm jealous. The Stanley is on my list. Well,
It's very expensive.
didn't know they were buried with a generation. That's sweet.
Tell her to don't trip out of the bathtub.
They attach themselves to living energy such as humans. Yep. I don't remember the name.
Yeah, I can't remember either. Can you, Rebecca?
Of who?
The grandson that's buried with in the cemetery where Ed and Lorraine are.
Oh my God, I do. I just can't think right now.
Let's see if I can find a picture of it.
I remember he was in an accident, and I remember that's how he died.
See, nobody actually takes a picture of the grandson's name.
I saw a picture online somewhere of him.
I
Can't
do have
remember
a
where it was.
picture of it, but I can't pull it up right now.
Everybody gets to just like at an angle where you can't, or they just get the front, most of the front of it.
That's so sad that none of us can remember the name.
That's something I would remember, and I can't remember it right now.
See, I found somebody got a picture of the side of the grave.
Yeah, that's where the thing was that I caught.
Corey Michael
Yep.
Dellinger. Died in 2009.
How old was he?
He was born in 89.
And he passed in 2009?
Yep.
Oh.
I never heard much about him from family or anything.
No.
I have a spirit from the Sally house. Her name is Mandy. Her mom worked as a maid in the Sally house. Oh, that's out near me. I believe the Conjuring series barely mentioned the grandson briefly. Not sure though. No, they never mentioned him in the movies. At least he's with Ed and Lorraine. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's Heather's son.
Mhm.
Thank you, Sandy. Like I said, I never heard that family history. Well, I just met Heather probably about a year ago. We started talking. Heather and I did.
That's not something that you bring up,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I figured you don't want to bring up that harsh memory.
No.
So I never pursued it and just let it be.
Yeah.
Yeah, still on. Yeah, right there.
I don't know. She's probably listening,
Yeah,
unless she's falling asleep.
probably.
Natu Haunted agreed with you, Carol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a nephew that passed very young. It's a hard thing to deal with.
Yeah.
But I
And
see him all the time. He comes in my house all the time.
Oh yeah.
I know Heather spoke out about the house as well. She just put a post out yesterday because she'd been quiet about it. And she basically said the same thing we did.
Who was that lady?
She stands with Matt Rife and Elton about the house and stuff and supports them.
Who was that lady that Craig?
Yeah, Christy, some doors should be left shut.
That lady you had on, Carol.
What was that?
That lady on Craig's the other night.
Friday night?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who's that?
Desiree?
Yeah.
Okay, I know who she is. Yep.
Yeah.
Desiree Pittman.
What does she do?
She's a channeler.
Yeah, she's.
Is she?
Yep.
Reiki. She does Reiki. There's so many things that she does.
Christy says I have twins that passed, so I get it. Oh, sorry for your loss, Christy.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry for your loss.
I'm a father of 3. Damn, it would kill me to lose any of them.
Yep.
He's up there sitting with Ed and Lorraine, and they're teaching him up in heaven up there.
Bouncing from cloud to cloud.
Yep, watching over all of us. And I believe the Warrens do. I believe they come down and they watch over, especially on paranormal cases and stuff.
Oh, I know my family's here.
Oh yeah.
I know my mom does.
It's
She's
funny
been
because
spotted.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on my spirit box and I've caught Carol's brother coming through. And he'll say Carol,
Mhm.
Carol. And he'll keep saying that. And I'm like, do you have something you want to say to her? And they'll keep saying her name, Carol.
But
Yeah,
you know, it's
that-
funny.
Sorry,
My
go
mom's
ahead.
terrified of the paranormal, but she comes to cases with me. She was terrified of the paranormal.
That's funny.
I can remember the school I worked at. I was doing some landscaping out front for the superintendent, and this was during the day. And it was on a weekend, and we were getting ready for graduation. And my mom went in to use the restroom. Well, I had taken a load of brush up to the ball field to the burn pile.
Oh boy.
She went in school to use the restroom. She comes out of the restroom. She looks down the hallway. Here's this black figure standing at the end of the hallway looking at her.
Mhm.
And I come back down, and she goes to my dad and I'm never going in that school again by myself.
Yeah, I don't mind. I know that they're both here. So my brother passed. First, my nephew passed, and then that was his son, and then my brother passed. So they're together.
Rebecca, I put my spirit box in a Faraday bag, and I get some crazy stuff. And Christy says, I'm always surrounded, can't shoo them away.
Nope.
Nope. When you're in this field, you're always surrounded by them
Oh yeah.
Yes.
because you're
That's
a
for sure.
magnet to them.
I even see my animals here.
Oh, yeah. I seen Chazzy. That's what.
Yeah, there was quite a
Was
few
that-
times I've seen her cat, and then there was one time where I saw her dog, and I'm like,
Why his eyes were as big as golf balls.
Oh. Hey, tell Carol. Chazzy.
Thanks, Jeanette.
Mhm.
Posting our group.
Yeah.
Yeah, our dog was here the other night.
Oh, really?
Our cat was laying there on the couch, and all of a sudden he just started looking, and his eyes got as big as golf balls. And I kept watching him. He just kept staring towards the hallway. And then he got up, and he started walking towards the hallway.
Mhm.
And he wasn't afraid. He laid down on the floor right there
Aw.
watching. So I knew it wasn't a bad spirit.
No,
Right.
I seen it.
right.
I seen it.
I think the best tool is yourself. Exactly. I
Yep.
100% agree on that.
I seen it. I think that.
Like, yeah, we can use tools and do all this kinds of stuff, but there's a lot of things that you can pick up without tools,
Yeah.
especially with people like ourselves.
Well, this house, I've had animal wise, I've had 4 cats pass away here
Mhm.
and 2 dogs.
Wow.
So
That's a lot.
yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, like me.
my 3 I brought from New York. The one shortly after we got here, he passed away.
Wow.
Mhm.
I finally got to sleep in my bed.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And no more
Recliner.
mine.
One
That's-
morning,
Aw.
one morning I was outside and sitting out in the back, and there was a light on my grass that was pointing directly towards the oak tree. And the light doesn't come up in that area in the
Mm.
morning. It's on the other side. So that light should not have been there in the grass, but it made me look. And then all of a sudden I saw 3 cats, and they looked like they had little angel wings on their backs, and they manifested on the tree.
Oh, I forgot to tell you last night. When we were at our cousin Kathy and Brad's house for dinner last night. Brad and I were outside. I was watching him work on his boat,
Mhm.
and I was sitting there and listening to gunshots at random
Oh no.
going off.
Wow.
Brad heard them too, and I said, Brad, that's gunshots. One was up by the farm, across the road over by the farm, and then one was directly right behind Brad's house.
That's not good.
No.
That's the residual from the battles that happened there.
Yeah.
You'll hear random gunfire all hours of the night out there.
Do you sit outside listening for stuff?
Oh yeah, when we investigated out there,
Uh-huh.
we sit there and listen. And we were watching the DVR because they caught a figure on the DVR one night. They caught feet outside by Kathy's car, and we were trying to find the footage, and we're watching over across towards the farmhouse, and there was this one mysterious light that it would blink, pulsate, and they were all in rhythm. Then that one would just disappear, and you wouldn't see it for a little while, and then it'd show back up again. And it was
cool.
almost how like you take a flashlight and you flip a flashlight on and off to how they used to communicate back then.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like that. The other
Wow.
two we debunked. They were the cell phone towers blinking the beacon light for the airplanes.
That's really cool.
Christy had a question. I have a question for you. How dangerous is a ALP demon, Alpine demon? I've never come across any of that. I'll have to do some research on that. I'm not familiar with the Alpine demon.
I'll put it this way.
It's probably, if it's a demon, it's probably dangerous.
Yeah, a demon is
Right.
it's dangerous.
I wish you guys could have FaceTime me when I was in Eileen's room for 2 days. Yeah, she stayed in Eileen Warmoth's room, the serial killer.
Mm-hmm. Welcome home, Jeanette.
That
She
sounds
just
really
got
good.
back recently, right?
Yesterday,
Yeah.
Yeah, had a hard time getting back.
I heard that. I heard her. I saw her video.
what do you guys think about the Devil Made Me Do It case? Well, Hollywood embellished that case quite a bit
Right.
for the movie, but it was a real case. The movie portrayed it as a witch totem. It was an actual dinosaur that walked across the floor and said, "You're all going to die," to the family. That's only supposed to be growling and roaring like a dinosaur. And I know Danny Glatzel and his brother, they tried to make a name for themselves for their 5 minutes of fame with that whole documentary they did that the Warrens faked it all, that it was just a hoax and nothing happened. But there's a man that says otherwise named Arnie Johnson. And Debbie Gladsall, who is no longer with us, she passed away during COVID. So
Yeah.
I know the story from between the family and then Sister Farah, because Sister Farah was good friends with Debbie.
Mhm.
And I know that also gave Chris a bad name because he was in that documentary as well, talking about it. So, I mean, it was a legit case that the Warrens did. And I mean, Arnie shouldn't catch hell because he's speaking at conferences for it. He's out there educating what can happen when you get possessed.
Right.
And people want to scream at Arnie because he's speaking at Parajam because he's a convicted murderer. I mean, yeah, I mean, we can't, that doesn't hold up in a court of law if us paranormal investigators go in and say it was the devil or paranormal that made him do it. I had a dream a month ago. Mind you, my grandmother is passed. We were driving in her truck, talking everything under the sun. And I said, Grams, no disrespect. How is this happening? You're dead. And she looked at me with a glow and said, it's magic. Then it was over. Yeah, your family members will come to you in dreams.
Yes.
If they didn't make a movie of it,
It felt so flippin' real.
Yeah.
Morse code, the nature of the demon.
if they didn't make a movie of that, with Arnie,
Of Eileen.
right?
Devil doesn't make you do anything. I didn't like the movie.
They wouldn't be going after him.
The only reason why the devil made Arnie do it was because he challenged it.
Right.
Mhm.
If he didn't challenge it, none of that would have ever happened.
Yeah.
I met Arnie, I talked to him about it, and we all took a pic together with the dinosaur. Documentaries shouldn't be made Hollywood. Yeah, I mean, the Conjuring Last Rites movie, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't a fan of that one. That one I was not a fan of. I mean, they drugged the Conjuring mirror and it was a whole different case from the Smurls.
Mhm.
They mixed cases up in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, it didn't have the same Conjuring feel as the last three movies. My favorite one is the first Conjuring movie. That's my favorite one. That's right. You reap what you sow, and he got what he asked for. Really, yeah, he did,
He served his time.
and he served his time. I mean,
And
and I'm glad he's out there educating and telling people.
if they didn't make a movie of it,
Yeah,
they wouldn't even go after him.
he wouldn't be the bad guy if they didn't make a
Right.
movie of it. And I might have a picture to show people that the dinosaur.
Yeah, you do have a picture of it.
The Ed and Lorraine story should be told correctly and accurately. Exactly. And family tries to do that, but the more we do that, the more we get hated on because everybody
Yeah.
says it's a hoax, it's fake, was never true. And we catch hell for it all the time. And yeah, she says 1 and 2 are her favorite, the favorite of the Conjuring movies. Those are my favorite too.
Yeah, those were good.
Those
like-
ones depicted more.
Yeah.
Actually, I do have the dinosaur picture.
I told you did.
There's the dinosaur picture from the Devil Made Me Do It case. So now you can see Hollywood just made it the witch totem. That's the actual item right there. But I mean, the more you tell about Ed and Lorraine and the accurate stories, you get trashed on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay any attention to it.
I think the real stuff is way more scary than the Hollywood stuff. Exactly.
Mhm.
Truth hurts most. It's not their story. It's yours, mate. Do your legacy proud.
Yeah.
Oh, we are. We're carrying on the name. I mean, we caught our hell too from another group
Oh,
that decided to go against us without any actual facts and no proof. And we dealt with that as well. I feel Elton was trying to buy Ed and Lorraine's place and the Conjuring house to do his version of the Conjuring with the real houses, just my opinion. Yeah, I think he had good intentions about the Conjuring house, but kind of the way he went about it was a little wrong. I mean, that whole thing was a mess. And it's still a mess. Absolutely 100%. The dog kennel and the Devil Made Me Do It is still open in Brookfield, Connecticut. Oh, wow. I didn't know that was still open.
Yep.
They're not haters. They're fans in denial. Most of them that do trash them, none of them have ever met Ed and Lorraine. They never actually talked to any of us. They've never went to the museum. They never investigated the paranormal. They just go based on what other people make up about it and put these fake videos out that are either jealous, haters, a former team member that wants to post hate.
That's why I would not pay any attention to it, because any energy that you put towards it just gives them more to fuel to keep going.
I mean, because you were acting like an asshat and got kicked out. You want to make up names and laugh at the person that passes away. And I don't care if he fires back at me. He knows who I am.
yeah.
Former member that wants to shoot his mouth off.
Oh. It's not new.
And I mean, that's even like that one podcast that trashes them and goes against them. Some of her facts aren't even true. And in fact, she just got debunked on another podcast.
We know the truth.
Which I give kudos to Bad to the Bone Paranormal for that. I watched that video and I tell you, Angelina, good job on that. You're succeeding. They're not. They hate themselves, not you. Exactly. They see you doing good and they want to bring you down and trash you.
Yep. They want to give themselves some kind of credit to make themselves feel better, have some kind of strength.
Yep. Keyboard
It's
warriors.
something in their own self that they need to work on,
Yep. Exactly.
that they're facing in like a mirror.
And I mean, they're still going on and on about it and about Elton and Matt, Tony, Judy.
It's like they're a mirror.
And I mean, there's one girl that is harassing Judy, keeps calling her out on Facebook. This woman is psycho.
I would just block it.
Oh, they don't pay no mind to her.
Yeah.
None of us pay no mind to her. We know she's crazy. I mean, that's like the one that come after me that said I had demons as pets. Like I said, I made sure I spayed and neutered them, and they were fed and watered.
Right.
Crazy.
So
The things people will come up with.
I feed you all the time. You are.
well, that's just like my podcast Friday. I caught heat over that from somebody that lives there. Because where I got my history he didn't like it and said I went about it the wrong way. And now everything could have been resolved in a peaceful manner, but he had to be a dick about it and want
I
to
would
run
have
his
been,
mouth.
I would have been like, that woman has not taken her placebos, and yeah, there's major issues going on now.
I even said to him, I even offered him, I said, you can come on the podcast and we can talk about your history and try to debunk it from what history I read. Maybe there's stuff you can add to it. But no, he wasn't having it. Then he had to put a little post on his page. I was like, if you don't like what is being put on this podcast, nobody's telling you to view it.
Right. Don't watch.
Same
Right,
with the history. Why come after me about the history that I found? Go after the person that wrote it.
right. I mean, you're just trying to do your thing with it and
Yep.
try to talk about it and bring some type of clarity about it. And if there was something that he felt that you didn't add about it, then you could have worked together in a more pleasant way.
Exactly. But he wanted to act like a child and quick block me, and it could have been settled reasonably.
They
But
don't want
he didn't expect me to fire back at him. I told him, if you didn't like it, go talk to the people who wrote it.
Right.
Same with the article on the hauntings. The article is strictly from Tombstone. The hauntings. It was written in Tombstone. It even says right on the article, written in Tombstone. But the guy didn't want to hear it because it's all about this with them.
I think the ghosts would be rolling their eyes.
Yeah, it's a money game with that guy because I put the history out, the actual history. He didn't like it because it put a damper in his business.
And it's, I think if they really wanted to know the history, ask the spirits.
Exactly. Adults playing child games while humans have animalistic behaviors, humanity will never existed. Exactly. Carol, what do you see around me if you want to say something?
around you.
No, around Gary.
Mm.
I think he's asking you for a reading, Carol.
Yeah.
Read them, Carol.
I'm not picking up on anything.
That's probably a good thing. Not to wait, who are we talking? Oh, it's a paranormal team I'm not going to post her name because it's just going to start a whole bunch of
No,
paranormal
forget it.
drama. So
Uh,
it's just a team
Just
out of
drop
that
it.
where I did my podcast about Friday.
just drop it.
With them, it's all about the business part of it. Take the heat and say thanks for tuning in. That's what I did. I told them when we got done talking, I said, I'm moving on from it. I wish you and your team all the best. And that's where it ended. Kill them with kindness.
Right.
Take their inventory. They never show up. That's right.
Oh, I'm smelling cigarettes.
My dad had several dogs, and I had a cat to pass.
Hi, Sam.
Carol did amazing with me.
Yeah, that reading was off the wall.
Carol
I
read me once.
I get
She's
smell.
very accurate.
I put up a lot of protections when I do the shows, so
Yeah, you got to, because I mean the stuff we're talking about, we are giving it energy
yeah.
just by talking about it.
What happened to your hair? You look different, Carol.
My daughter cut 7 inches off.
7.
Yeah,
Man, you look different.
thanks. I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
No, it's a good thing.
Yeah, she said,
You know what it looks? You know why it's a good thing?
why?
You got scared what was in that door. Your hair turned white.
Oh, just
Yeah.
Huh?
I keep hearing noises there behind me.
I know it.
Yeah, there's something standing in your doorway there.
Always standing there.
It's always every time you're on the podcast, it stands there and lurks and just watches.
And it will not tell me his name. I cannot pick up on the name of him at all.
Yeah, he's probably got you blocked.
And it's very strange because usually names come in very quickly for me.
How Becky?
Yeah, have Rebecca try to
Yeah, Rebecca.
see if we can get.
She saw him yesterday,
Yeah.
but she literally thought it was my husband. But my husband was gone to work already.
Maybe you think he went to work.
Oh no. He was gone.
Well, we're going to get ready to wrap up here.
Yeah, you got to go to one bullet.
Yeah, I got a doctor's appointment in the morning. So
I went in my first spaceship for x-rays.
he went in an open MRI.
Oh, how was that?
Bad.
Oh boy.
Aw.
My neck is so bad.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is somebody on Jeanette's ceiling.
I go in for one tomorrow.
Yeah, I had my first MRI not that long ago. I haven't had one, because of the implant that I have. And it's been like 30 years. But they put earbuds in my ears and they put a blanket on me and I went right to sleep.
My whole one side.
I only went into that round CT scan when I was in the hospital.
Oh, the round one? Yeah, they shoot the dye through you.
That was interesting.
My whole one side.
It was like you put your arm like this and you go up and down.
Yeah, my whole one side goes numb.
They're like breathe.
Your side is going numb?
Yeah, my hands. My
Like,
one side. My right.
Thank you, Sandy.
Yeah. But
Yeah, we're going to get ready to wrap up here. We'll start with you, Carol. Any closing remarks?
thank you for having me. And everybody remember to smile, be kind to one another, show love.
yeah.
What
Not
about
hate.
you?
How about you?
How about you, Rebecca?
Thank you for always having me here and know that you're always loved and that keep your head up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad we're here.
Yeah, we
man.
almost weren't. So, any from you?
Yeah. Just be safe and believe what you got to believe. People just come out with garbage and they run with it and that's it. You don't have to take it. And it's, like I said, always, it's room for everybody in this field. Everybody. And
Oh my gosh, there's more spirits out there than anybody can imagine.
You got it. It's room for everybody.
Yeah.
And make a good ghost hunter and stuff, investigation is read up and study and you be on the top. And that's all you gotta do. But you start believing this garbage out there and people, this, that, no. Don't do it. So, because a lot of them don't know what you're talking about. When you see it for yourself, believe it. So, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you know my spiel. If you're being bullied in the paranormal field, you do have a voice. Nobody's better than anybody in this field.
Right.
We're off to the same common goal to prove the existence of life after death. Nobody's experts in this field. We're all the same, equal, no matter how we investigate. And just because you live somewhere doesn't make you an expert.
I'm gonna say one thing.
Hang on, I'm not
All
done.
right.
So with the hate and the bullying and be kind to one another, work together, and stop the drama.
We're both going to say one thing, okay? People's got to quit going after our family and Tony and that. I mean, Tony's a good guy. You have to understand. But, Julie has, taken, all this garbage, and it hurts her about the family.
Logging on and seeing every minute Ed and Lorraine fraud, Ed and Lorraine this, Ed and Lorraine that.
It's crazy. But, life goes on. And I always said it. Life is what you make it. You can make it good for yourself or make it bad.
Mm-hmm.
And if you make it bad, you're not going anywhere. You make it good for yourself, you're going to go somewhere. And, once you get there, you climb that ladder, you be somebody. But, to stand there and just, I'm better than you, or nobody's better than anybody.
Nope.
We're not, because we're a relative to Ed and Lorraine.
We're not better than anybody else out there.
And Tony and the rest of them not. I mean, because Ed went out there and started helping people and explain it. And that's what we're doing. And everybody else is doing it. And if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be doing this. Would you be doing it, Carol?
No.
How about you, Becky? Would you? No. Because you wouldn't know the first thing about it. But when you go into people's houses and you see what we see,
mm-hmm.
It'll change your mind. When you see a little girl raising off a bed or a little boy climbing a wall and that, and, facing demons face to face, I mean, come on, then you believe.
Yep.
But what are you going to say then? Oh, it's made up? What? Somebody pulling a string, raising a little kid off the bed?
Right.
And what gets me is everybody keeps trashing Nesper. Do they notice Nesper don't respond to them?
Right.
So why keep doing it? You're just wasting your breath. They're not going to answer you.
We went through it. We went through it hard.
Because they don't want to be bothered with you. They don't want to be bothered with the hate. They're just going to keep doing what they're doing.
And look at what John Zappis, what they did to the poor guy. They had him believing that we weren't relative.
Yeah, they pressured that man so bad.
We proved it. And you can go on his page, right? It's all right there.
You can Google it.
Right. And we're relative to Ed. And my wife's a relative
to Lorraine. I found that genealogy too.
And it's all out there. So these people can say what they want. Because it's there.
And I'm working another line of ours, the Hamilton line, that's related to Lorraine through my Reynolds side, which is his side. That would make Lorraine my double cousin.
And that's all we say. Please.
Just leave him alone.
Leave Tony alone and the family.
I don't think people realize our thoughts and our words become. The more you do that's negative, that's what you're going to attract to you.
Right.
Yep.
If you think and say positive and truly believe it, we can actually heal our own bodies with our mind. That's how strong our mind is. Yep. And if people would only think that way, it would be a much nicer place to live. That's for sure.
You got it. If God didn't want me here and my son, we would have been gone.
Mm-hmm.
The night of June 6th, he would have taken our life right then and there.
Right there and then. And that's what I'm saying.
Right, and, Gary? Don't pay attention to those stories.
And, that's why people go to church. And they go to church because they believe in God. Do they come out of church and say, oh, it's not seen as God? Why go to church then?
Right.
See, the world's backwards. If it was straight, now look at what's going on here with all this bombing, right? And we had missiles facing us. They're going to bomb. They were going to wipe us out if it weren't for Trump. And Trump's a bad guy. They don't know what bad guys are. It's crazy. The whole world is,
But
you know.
all right, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in tonight. And we will see you Friday night. And my guest Friday night is Jody Cook from the North American Dogman Project. We're going to be showing some of his evidence, and he's going to tell us about it. He's got evidence of Dogman and Bigfoot. So
That sounds like fun.
on video and pictures that he sent me. So we're going to talk about that. And I got another interview worked out with another guy from Kentucky. It's going to be a pre-recorded one, but because it's going to be in the afternoon. So that one will be coming next right after that. So
Well, you get Barbara on. Okay, we'll get Barbara on. All right?
Yeah.
all right, I'm going to
So,
close the show out. So everybody have a good night. Stay safe. God bless. And we will see you next week. Same time, same channel.
yeah.
Have a
Good
good night,
night.
everyone.